Welcome, guys, to Heart of the Matter. You are here with your girl, Javel Livermore, doing an all-inclusive interview with a passionate worship leader and a husband to a beautiful, beautiful bride. We have Mr. Omar Williams, who is here today, and we're doing an exclusive interview, and we're going to talk about what it like being a husband in today's society, how things are, our youth and our young people. Omar is here to share with us all the lowdown on being a worship leader and being a husband to his beautiful bride. So, welcome, Omar. welcome. Omar described himself as a very humble, passionate, and a very friendly person. He is a fantastic husband to his wife, and he's going to give you the lowdown on all of that. I actually see them on social media all the time, and I do admire their beautiful relationship that has been going on with them. So he's going to give us this exclusive interview and give us the lowdown.
Before I spoke a word, you bring your love to me. You've been so, so kind to me. Before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. You've been so, so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, still you gave yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. I'll fast forward. No shadow you won't light up, a mountain you won't climb up, you're coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, a lie you won't tear down, coming after me. And no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, you're coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, you're coming after me. No shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, you're coming after me. No wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, you're coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, you're coming after mine. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, you're coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it, but still you gave yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God.
How are you? Welcome to Heart of the Matter.
I'm here, man. Give thanks and praise,
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So, Omar, we want to do this interview with you because, we live in a society where young people are not really getting married, and you are a young worship leader. You're active in the church and you got married. Can you tell us a little bit about you first before we go into the rest of the detail?
Well, I'm Omar. I'm an extrovert. I like vibes. I like fun. I'm a people person. Yeah, and I like fixing things. For some reason, the Lord has blessed me with these hands to fix, repair, to even play. So I give thanks for that.
Awesome, awesome. So you are married. This is a podcast about love and relationship. So tell us a little bit. How long have you been married?
Well, I have been married actually for 2 years and 2 months, going strong. Young marriage, but we're giving God thanks.
Wonderful. So it's been a wonderful 2 years so far.
Well, let me tell you, marriage, be real, have it ups and downs. I'm not going to answer and say it's wonderful every time. But in those times that you think is the bad times, that's when you get to know your spouse the most. Yeah.
That's true. So tell us a little bit about her. The one that captured your heart, the one that pulled you, and say, all right, this is the one. Nobody else. I'm exclusive with this one. She's the one I want to give my heart to. Tell us a little bit about her.
Well, my wife, Jovial Williams. I get used to that, the last name being Williams or her. Yes. Yes, man, nice brown, nice eyes. But beyond the physical appearance, what pulled me into Jovial, we met at the University of Technology through a club called UCCF, University College Christian Fellowship. And she always read the Bible. And me always like the praise and worship. So inquire where I look at church brother, because you don't want things say a flesh, So ask the church brother, what you know about that sister? I would take time and learn about the sister, and the sister take time and learn about me. She do fair research with fair church sister them too. And we do a little texting and talking too. And eventually the Lord make something happen, and here we are,
Wow, beautiful. So you really met at college?
Yes.
Basically. Yes. Okay. What is it that made you know that this woman is my wife? She's the one I want, apart from everybody else out there.
Wow, that's a big question, and I like that question. So you realize I'm very explosive, extroverted, and she's on the introverted side. I realize she has some qualities, some personalities, some characteristics that I realize it is needed to balance me out in life. So sometimes I am just jumpy and ready to do things. Sometimes she's the one who stops and think out things and process, thinks about the long term. She's more organized and structured, while I am random and stuff. So I learned some things from her, and I'm saying, I can't find, there are a million and more women in the world on planet Earth, and she specifically, I just have a grip and a grab for her and say, no, she is the one, because she helps me through this life that God has placed us on this earth with purpose to do. Yeah.
Wow, that's just beautiful. Most of the time they say when a man finds that one, he knows immediately that she is the one, right? And nothing will stop him from ensuring that he gets her, right? Tell us what was your wedding day like? What was your wedding day like? Was it fun? Was it nerve-wracking? How did you feel?
Yo, the wedding day was nerve-wracking. And the night, on the day of the wedding, I was out there. I was early, out there in my suit and everything, and I was standing and I waiting and looking out for my wife to be, my fiance coming stepping into my wife. I can't see her looking out, and sweat start get me. Best man of the day, we got my best man Jenai. I touched me up on all kind of something, regular soak, until I finally saw her. When I saw her, there was a stillness. There was a calmness to say, yes, my wife, the Lord has made this day possible. No rain, you understand? And my wife is coming to get married to me. My fiance is coming to marry to me to be my wife, yeah? So it was really, really good, and I saw her coming up with her mother, big up herself, Juliet, right? And I appreciate that moment. It was a wonderful day, the wedding day. Nerve-wracking, but it was lovely.
Wow. Did you cry? Did you cry? Did you sob at the altar?
Yes, man, if you watch over about the video, my ball. Me cry. I was, I come from my eye. I wasn't embarrassed to cry for my wife because I love her. I cry for us because I know that she loved me too. Yeah.
Wow. So, being a husband is a very huge responsibility. And, a lot of young people run away from that. They're afraid of it. The fact that you embrace it in this age, and it's really impressive. So, taking on such a huge responsibility, were you thinking of, okay, what's going to be like? Taking on the responsibility of being a husband, a leader of your family and your household, and so forth.
Trust me, it was a big responsibility, and it still is. Even in the thinking process of everything before, being in it now is a lot of responsibility. You realize it's not just about you. You have to think about your partner as well when you're doing certain things. So when I usually just buy a pair of shoes for yourself, if go in and say, no, if my wife would want one of these, right? If your wife not eating, right, me not eat too. You understand? And it come from a place where you guys will go through some hard times. You understand? Remember sometimes testify, me and my wife usually sleep on the ground one at the time, then we never have somewhere to stay. And my wife take the clothes them and fold up and make a little cushion thing, make me lie down pan and every little thing. Them time that we are living in a Montego Bay. And we come from so far, and if you know say we come from so far, and we could have been taking care of each other, because it come with many more responsibilities financial wise, emotionally, psychologically. It's like you and that person become one, as the Bible said. So that, as a result of that, the things where you usually selfish for and accomplish by yourself, you can't just do it by yourself, so you have to carry your partner along with you, and she support you as well.
Wow. Big responsibility. And you seem like you're level-headed. And, I love the fact that you mentioned that she find creative ways to make you guys comfortable in a very uncomfortable situation. So what is she like? You said at first, earlier on, you said that she was introverted, but what is she like on a daily basis with you?
Jovial, basically, as her name says, close to jovial. Once Jovel gets warmed up to you and she's used to you, she can be the loudest person in the room, the person that even talks the longest, right? She like watch K-drama, she like listen the Asian pop music and all of them. So she's a dancer, so she likes dancing. So I try to learn dancing from her, right? And she's very creative, and being around her, she love video games. So two of we play video games, play Mortal Kombat and them stuff there. And we love anime. And she likes anime mostly, so, and she is a critical thinker. So certain movies that you see her watch, she can't figure out until I watch me a movie till the point I say, don't talk the movie, man, watch the movie, But it's a very interesting woman, and I love her.
Wow. All right. So you're learning to dance, and I see where on your social media platform where she also worship sings with you, and I see you rope her into that, or she was always involved in worship as well.
Yes, as much as I say jovial, right? Songs. She have some songs where she put down and come together from the scripture and stuff for it, and she's been worshiping with those songs for a good time now, and she plays around the keyboard and those instruments. She's also a drummer as well, so she has music in her bloodline because her mother is a singer, her mother is a worship leader as well. Big up Juliet again, right? So it passed on to her into her genes, and Jovial and I meet up. Jovial have the worship in her, me they have the vocalness. So we just make the two of them work together and bring it out to the public. I want to make Christ known all around the world.
Beautiful. So, well, there you have it. I wanted to ask you another question as you were there talking, in terms of like longevity. So you've only been married for 2 years. You have a whole years ahead of you. What do you think would make your marriage last?
Well, trust me, the longevity is important. And it's important for you to set aside time for your spouse as it relates to even a Friday night to say, you're going on a day, let's go watch a movie. You don't have anything else planned within that time, right? It's very important that you give your spouse the quality time needed. Even exercising with your spouse, spending time with them is very important, and not just you talking, but you're listening in the moment. And the more you listen, the more they know that you understand them and you're for them, and they feel protected and safe. Along with that, when you have dreams that you can achieve together, business dreams, entrepreneurial dreams that you want to do, and you aspire and you push each other to get that done, trust me, man, when you can look into the future and see how certain things can be planned out, your marriage lasts. And you just have spend time on sing songs to each other, playing with each other. Ramp with your wife. Play with your wife. Card, game, Jenga, Uno, what you call it, anything. Have a games night. And then it's important as well to even double date with other couples that are Christians as well, right? And that helps to motivate you and push you going to Bible study together, right? Praying together. Trust me, praying together really helps. Set aside that time for prayer. Prayer will help push you into something even greater that is long lasting.
Beautiful. So, you guys have children in the making, the next year, couple months too.
We always been thinking about children, right? But I guess we don't have the urge as yet to reproduce that child as yet, But when the Lord says it is time, we'll go into that moment. Yes.
All right. So yes, children in the making. So you're working on that, no problem. So, Mr. Williams, what is the hardest part being a husband? No. Since you've been married for the 2 years, what has been the most difficult part for you?
The most difficult part? I'm going to tell you. The most difficult part in being a husband for the 2 years or more now is being patient. Because sometimes, as men, we're stubborn and we're miserable. And sometimes, we just want things get done now. We just want a no answer. But sometimes, your wife, your partner need to process certain things. You need to give them the time to process what they want, right? And they just need to learn how to be patient. That has been the hardest part for me, being patient and slowing down. Come on, fast going a shooter, but patience. I'm learning that.
Nice. So this is one thing that the Lord is teaching you throughout your marriage. So the Lord uses marriages to refine us to be better, to be more like Him. And one of His requirements is to be patient, loving, kind, and just ensure that you endure through everything with your partner. So in terms of being patient, can you give an example of one thing that you had to be patient with, and then it come through, and you're like, thank the Lord that you taught me. It just had me wait a little bit, and everything worked out fine.
Yeah. And you waited. My God, let me tell you now. Sometimes I'm in a rush to just get ready, and me just want, once me have on my clothes, I'm ready to go. And all me that rush, and I rush my wife say, we need to go, we need to hurry up, we need to go. Right? The rush, when me that rush to come out, it's a vehicle that outside go slamming the next vehicle. And that could have been me. That could have been us. Right? So the wait with my wife make me wait and patient right now. God have it that didn't happen to us. Yes, man. Share that example.
Women take longer to get dressed.
That is it. Correct,
Yeah, everything have to look nice, prim, proper. Unlike you, I can just throw on a shirt and a pants and you're good to go. I ask you to sing a song, especially just for her. A song that comes to your mind that reminds you of your wife. I know you like this part.
Yeah? I got freestyle on rhythm too. I will start out with it. What would I do without your smile now? Join me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spilling, no killing. I can't bring you down. What's going on in Jovial's mind? I wanna be her magical ride, and I need her to know that we'll be alright. Jesus is here and we're all feeling fine. We need to understand that He's always on our minds. 'Cause we need God and He'll be there for us too. No give up, baby girl, we make it through. God is right there for me and you. Yeah.
Nice. I like the freestyle. You should actually write that down, and their own thing. I love the freestyle. All right. So how has you changed since you become a husband? Has it changed you for the better?
Yes, it has changed me for the better. In that, normally I wouldn't be so structured and organized with time, overall management of how I go about doing things. I would just haphazardly go about doing things on a whim and a feeling. And now, being married, it has, brought responsibility, organization, structure, and also it has brought that certain level of love that that Christ would have placed in upon both of us to support each other. So I believe marriage has brought me to a place where I've been a changed individual in certain aspects of my life, and I see it pouring over into my worship, into my workspaces, and how I interact with people as well.
Wow, that's actually really good. So we pray that as you continue on this beautiful journey with your wife, that the Lord will continue to mold you into the leader and the husband that you should be, and the father one day, that you should be. What would you want to say? Well, the song really kind of played out earlier, but what would you want to say to Joniel? She's going to Jovial. I'm so sorry, Jovial. What would you want to say to Jovial? In this interview.
Well, Jovial, there are 1,000 words I could say in this moment, but I just want to say that I appreciate you and I thank you for loving me even when I'm miserable and I'm stubborn. Thank you for still supporting me and not giving up on me. Right? I won't give up on you either, and I love you, baby.
Beautiful. All right, so we have one final question for you. You will give a message to your beautiful wife. Now we want just for you to share with young persons any encouragement. Persons are actually afraid to make that big step. It's an actual phobia for most persons. So what would you want to tell young persons? How would you want to encourage a young man who would love to get married but he has this fear of committing? How would you encourage that person?
To all young people watching this live, watching this video right now, let me tell you, the encouragement I would give you, right, is to seek ye first kingdom of God. Matthew 6:33. Once you seek Him, everything else will work out. Right? Sometimes the fear is there because you hear about other marriages that don't work out and people divorce and all them stuff there. It doesn't have to be like that for you. You find your way, right? You find that lady. God will do the rest with you, right? God will do the rest, and it can be a good thing. It's gonna be a beautiful thing, right? Just trust the process. Pray. Bible said effective, fervent prayer of a righteous man avail it much. Watch your blessing pour over. Trust God, and everything else will be alright.
Beautiful, beautiful. And there you have it. It was a pleasure having this conversation with you. I find it very difficult these days for young persons to speak up about their love life and their marriages. But we are so grateful that you took the time to come and share with us your story. And big up to Jovial. I know that this young man is going to take care of you, and he loves you greatly based on how he speaks, the passion, the love, the heart. Continue to do a wonderful job, Omar. And guess what, guys? Your heart matters most. Trust God, protect it, keep it, guard it, and don't ever stop worshiping God. Thank you, Omar, for coming on.
All right, thank you guys too. It's a pleasure. Give it thanks.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, guys, so much for tuning in on Heart of the Matter Live here with your girl, Javel Livermore. Remember, guard your heart, protect it, and always know that God is with you.